after our first sail last week, there were a couple of fixes and changes we had to make. One of the things was that our Genoa line was a bit short and was a bit of a problem, so we had to replace that. And we also, our backstay wasn't fitted correctly. It was a bit loose, even the front stay as well, so the sail was curving quite a lot. So we had to replace the backstay. Instead of having dual runners, we replaced it with a single back runner. But other than that, not too much we did before heading out for our second sail. We haven't got a chance to look at the cupboard yet. We did just hook in the stuff that was broken, but it's not a major issue. There's nothing too serious in there at the moment. So let's quickly look at our roller furling and our backstay changes, and then head out for another sail. Why is there a ladder on the boat?
Busy replacing the backstay. The section on the backstay, we have this thin cable at the bottom here. It used to be a twin backstay, adjustable. Now we're just gonna make it a single one. So I've got to splice this one with the same thickness of cable here. Just have the one backstay at the back.
Yeah, it was running like that initially with a thinner wire, and
double. Yeah. So now we're running a single wire, but thicker.
Yeah, because it was blocking the ladder and the barbecue, the braai.
This is not really a racing yacht, so we don't want to adjust it. The previous one had an adjustable one which you could do while sailing. This one we're just going to put a normal turn bottle screw, bottleneck, thing like that. So I have to adjust it with a spanner.
And crimp this around the wire. So it'll be running from here. This is the wire it originally had. You see it's a bit thinner than the standard rigging, and that used to run from that point there where the topping line is and the main halyard. So we won't be using those at the moment, and we'll just be running straight from the middle here.
So yesterday when sailing, we had a problem that the roller furling rope didn't have enough turns around the drum. When we rolled it up, it wasn't under tension, and as soon as I put it in under tension, it didn't have enough rolls on the roll there. So now we've got to fix that up quickly. I've got to take this rope out and put a longer rope. That was the first problem, was that it didn't have enough rolls on it. And then the second problem was that the rope was too short. I couldn't, with it fully rolled up, I couldn't get it around the winch. So the rope is definitely too short, so I must just replace this rope with a longer rope. So I'm going to take it out quickly. This is the one thing I've got to do, replace that rope. And then also at the back, you'll see I've rigged up a pulley system here for the backstay. See, just like a temporary pulley system, so I can get a bit of tension on that backstay. So I need to now cut this one and put a new fitting on there, and put a new turnbuckle which is right at the back, and put that up. So that's also busy doing that. So first I've got to get this at the right length. See, we're busy fitting this crimp fitting on here. So this is what it looks like. This is our instruction manual, which looks like it's an old, looks well used England stay lock wire rope terminal, stainless steel, rust free. And this is the instruction here. So we're busy with this fitting here, and yeah, so let's see what this does.
Now that our new backstay was fitted, it was time to go for another sail. It wasn't as high a tide as the last time we went out, so we did get stuck on a sandbank for a little bit. Let's have a look.
Literally you see us going forward, all stop again for water.
I saw the YouTube videos of the ocean on the jet skis and they hit the sandbank and One meter now, 0.9.
The cavalry has arrived to remove us from the sandbank. You got a rope. Luckily we got off the sandbank without too much of hassle. And now we're moving again. The problem is we're right at the end of the harbour and it doesn't look like they dredge here that often or at all really. So at low tide, especially a spring low, there's no chance of going out. But we did, after getting stuck this time, the next time we went out, we did check where the sandbanks are so we could miss them in future. But we definitely won't be able to go out on a spring low, just maybe a spring neap low. So. After a couple of minutes of reversing and moving a bit, saying hello to some fans, we finally got off the sandbank and could head out for a sail. The wind was coming strong from the back, so we could put up the sails early and sail out the harbour, save a lot of diesel. Just lekker.
Okay, whoa. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Stuck. I'll just drop it a bit. The halyard's on the wrong side of the.
So fun too.
It's a lovely day today. We're out for a lekker sail. I'm enjoying this. If I'd known this, I would have sooner come to the sea and sailed on the sea. I wonder what the rest of the guys are doing. Working for a boss, I suppose. This is a life, man, huh? If you want to choose, this is the way to choose. See that? It's our speed, and there's a GPS speed and a compass.
Here's a quick look at our track for the day sail. We had to do our 5 nautical mile trip out to harbour as usual, but luckily the wind was blowing from the southeast, so we could sail out quite a bit. I think here we had to motor a little bit, but sailed out mostly, and then we also had to motor out the channel. We didn't follow a specific tack or a bearing or something, so it looks like a big mumbled mess. We just tacked whenever we felt like it. As soon as we got a bit close to the shark net, usually we'd go away a bit and then around a bit downwind and upwind, and just having a fun time. Over a year, you can see we lost a hat, so we did a quick man overboard procedure to go find it. It worked out quite well. Not a figure of 8 or anything, but the wind was quite calm, so it wasn't necessary. It was about 18 nautical miles that we did, but just a lack of sail in general. Calm winds, calm seas, not something you usually expect of the South African coastline. After our sail yesterday, everything went quite well. We played with the wind vane a bit, but we did have one casualty. You can see someone's bum fell right through the spray dodger. So the new stitching seemed to last, but it's the old stitching that gave way, so we'll probably have to get all the stitching redone, because when we redid it, we only put the new screen at the front, and we did the stitching on the edges here. I don't think we did it over here either, and we closed it a bit down on this side. So the old stitching is basically disintegrated. You can even see it's not, doesn't look too new. Let's see it from the other side as well quickly. That's our episode. Thanks for watching. Next week we'll get our spray dodger repaired, go out for another sail, do some other things. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching again. A special thanks to our Patreons, and we'll see you again next week. Cheers! Sailing a little bit.